Commander Replay, we find out just how strong Fall of the Hammer can be with Feather. Is Feather about to drop the hammer and dispense some indiscriminate justice? Find out next on Commander Replay. I want to thank my awesome Patreon supporters. We have one new Patreon supporter in Cursed Wolf. Wolf, you are awesome. If you want to help support the channel and vote on which decks I play next, feel free to check out my Patreon at the link below. Welcome back, everyone. Playing some Feather the Redeemed today. We got some high power magic for you. Our turn one, we're going to lay down this Temple of Triumph. We are on the play, by the way. And we've got a mountain on top. Do we actually need another land? This is non-land, right? Exile non-artifact, non-land from the hand. Do we have a draw spell? We do not have a draw spell yet. I think, yeah, let's put that to the bottom. Don't think we need a mountain right here. I'm going to wait one more turn on this Chrome Mox. I do like the cards in our hand. We don't have anything that we need to do just yet, so I think we can wait one more turn just to see if there's something else we'd be more comfortable discarding to the Chrome Mox, or exiling, rather. And opponent's going to lay down a turn 1 Halimar Depths. Opponent drops, Marchesa drops down a turn 1 Soul Ring into a Talisman. That seems real good. And that'll bring it back to our turn. We draw into a Sword of the Animist. Ooh, that's interesting. Choices right here are go for the Sword of the Animist or go for Feather. We don't have any protection, really, other than the... I guess we have Valorous Stance, which is it's an indestructible, so that does get rid of some things. It would stop a lot of the blue removal, at least like Pongify and things like that. Maybe not all of it, but... I think I'm just... Yeah, I think we're just going to go for Fast Feather. Yeah, let's just try to get Feather in right here, I think. Use the Chrome Mox. What are we getting rid of? Valorous Stance will give us one shot against... We have Fall of the Hammer, which is removal, so I think we're going to go for Valorous Stance. So exile the Valorous Stance, play the Plateau, get Feather, and we'll pass the turn like that. Here comes the Sakura Tri-Belder for the Animar. Finally got my zoom button working again. Apparently the last MTGO update reset all of my stuff. Opponent's going to sacrifice their Sakura Tri-Belder, get themselves a land, Marchesa into play, and that'll bring it to Yarok's turn. So anyway, testing out this high-power Feather build. The curve is really low. This is kind of an all-in aggro build. Ooh, that's a pet to exile. That'll definitely be useful at some point. For now, let's lay down this land. Then let's... GVR has the best start with the Soul Ring and the Talisman right now, so I think we're going to go their way. Animar is super combo-heavy. Don't have any protection if Yarok wants to... do something to our commander, which isn't the best, but we're going to try it. Try this Fall of the Hammer on Marchesa. So Feather's ability will trigger. Marchesa down. And question right here is, do we go Sword of the Animist and tap out, or do we build a smash and get the 6 damage? Probably Sword of the Animist. We'll attack first, get some damage in. We'll play the Sword of the Animist in our second main phase, and then we'll pass the turn like that. Need to find our way into a draw spell really soon. The Fall of the Hammer will come back to our hand. And opponent's going to do something with Forbidden Orchard. Give a spirit to the Animar opponent. Oh, they're just tapping out to pass. Okay. Opponent's going to cast their Animar. Sure. Leaves up 1 blue-green. We will try to Fall of the Hammer that as well. Maybe I've underrated the ability of Fall of the Hammer a little bit. At least in these high-power settings. When you get into a more casual setting and you get bigger creatures coming down that have more than 3 toughness, then, you know, maybe it's a little more hit and miss. But in these high-power games where everything's trying to be very efficient... 3 damage can kill a lot of things. 4 when we put the sword on. Here comes a Signet for the Marchesa. Yep. Oh, that's an overloaded Vandal Blast. That's gonna hurt quite a bit. So, Built a Smash would have been the correct play last turn. But as long as our Feather stays in play, we should be okay. Oh, Animar taps out. Nice. Forbidden Orchard will trigger. Spirit to the Marchesa opponent. And they tap out and pass. That's an Insult to Injury. Ooh. Nice. We could give Feather 6 power. We could play Insult. That would do 12 damage, which would put opponent at 15 commander. Probably wait just one more turn on that. I think this turn we're going to keep swinging into Marchesa because they've got so many mana rocks. That's probably the scariest thing going so far. So send in Feather, use the Built to Smash. Feather's ability will trigger. Get opponent's at 9 commander. Nice. And we'll pass like that. Let Animar untap. Let's see what they try to go for right here. Might be able to mess them up a little bit and catch them in the middle. We hit them with the Fall of the Hammer. Maybe we... Yeah, we probably shouldn't have let them untap, honestly. No attacks from Animar. Interesting. Ooh. That probably means removal. Yeah, maybe we should have shot him before untapping. Didn't think about that. Surprised they didn't go wild with creatures, though. Ooh, that's a Goblin Bombardment. Spicy. They can shoot Animar. Would they is the question.
Taking a look at what our opponents are playing, by the way. So first up, we have Lord of the Board piloting Animar, Soul of Elements. I have not seen their Animar deck before. Animar, in general, just very strong. I did tell everyone this is a high-power game, so we can assume Animar combos. And Animar is pretty good, although it is mostly creatures, so they will die to removal, but still just a powerful and fast deck. Been around for a very long time, so yep. There's an unspeakable symbol for our opponent, sure. Opponent's going to shoot our face with a Goblin Bombardment, sure. Would have saved that personally. Shooting Animar. Probably a good idea. Our second opponent, by the way, is GVR piloting Marchesa the Black Rose, a deck that we played last week on the channel, and you can do some stuff with it. It's been also been a pretty good commander for quite a while. The Dethrone ability allows them to get creatures back when they die if they have a +1/+1 counter on them, and Dethrone gives them the ability to get +1/+1 counters on them. So we've done a good job so far at keeping them off balance, even though they had a good start in terms of mana production. But I am worried about what that means going down the road here. And finally, we have KR4N piloting Yarok the Desecrated, and they're having a super slow start today. So at the end step here, we're going to try this Fall of the Hammer, choose Feather, choose Animar, see if it resolves. They have some type of interaction, they'll probably use it here. Oops, should have did that in the main phase. Forgot about that. Ooh, opponent's going to play it to Fairy. Alright, alright. Animar's going to get a +1 counter on it that won't save Animar at all. Teferi is actually a problem for our Built-to-Smash because we can only play it on an attacking creature, so we may have to path on the Teferi right here. Why didn't Fall of the Hammer work? Oh, we can't even path because of the Teferi. There's a Blasphemous Act, that's a card. I have no idea why Animar didn't die. Oh, protection from white. There we go. Because Fall of the Hammer doesn't deal the damage, the creature deals the damage. Alright, I see how this is going. So we're gonna path on Teferi. Card is just a little bit too good, especially against what we're trying to do. So they'll get a land for Teferi. And I think we'll just keep attacking with Feather and playing Built-to-Smash. So play Built-to-Smash, get a Feather trigger. Opponent goes up to 15, Commander 24, down to 24, and we'll get our spells back with Feather. I've been trying to figure out whether to use Wheel of Fortune and Reforge the Soul in this deck or not, and I'm still not sure, because largely you want your cards in your hand. But like right now, we could look at some extra cards. That would be pretty good. And, you know, reasonably we could protect one or two of them with Feather's ability. I assume that Animar is going to try and go wild right here. Oh, that's a Consecrated Sphinx. That's a good one. Ooh, that's a Venser. Let's see. I assume they're going to bounce the Consecrated Sphinx because that's a pretty big blowout mana-wise. Well, it's not targeting Feather. That's all that really matters. Yeah, okay, so they bounce the Consecrated Sphinx from the stack. They'll give the Spirit to Marchesa. Animar over to the Yarok. Nice. Opponent takes a hit for 3. 3 Commander. I'd really feel a lot better if, like, we had some removal for this Animar that would actually get it. I know we've got the Blasphemous Act, but I don't really want to use that one just yet. Ideally, we'd have a protection spell. Sadly, we had to exile our protection spell right there. Ooh, that's a Kakusho. Oh my. Kakusho is a very real card. Fall of the Hammer is a little bit tricky now, because theoretically, opponent could pay some life to protect the Kakusho. It's a lot of life, but they could do it. Ooh, that's a Gaia's Cradle for the Yarok. That's a pretty OP card. Really need to find some card draw very, very soon. So we need to make some land drops. Big time. And that is probably one of the shortcomings of this deck, is that it's not really set up to go super late. And there's a Tatiova for the Yarok. That's a pretty good one. Ah, crap. I gotta, instead of stopping the main. Well, definitely gonna Fall the Hammer on Tatiova. So, Tatiova down. Fall the Hammer, doing some work. Oh, that's a Sheltering Light. Now we're talking. How much mana is this Blasphemous Act? It is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 creatures in play. Blasphemous Act is 2 mana, which means we can go Blasphemous Act, Sheltering Light, Built-to-Smash, and that should take out Marchesa. I'm liking that. Let's play Blasphemous Act. Oh god, I forgot to hold priority. Whew, opponent activates Goblin Bombardment. Nice. Alright, we're going to Sheltering Light on Feather. Gives us a chance to get priority back. And we'll get a Scry right here, which is going to be huge. That's an Hour of Revelation. Do we need that? Oh, it's such a good card, but we don't have triple white, so I don't think so. I think we're putting it to the bottom. We need to find some other stuff. And opponent will get a Kakusho trigger. Yep, everyone's going to be losing a bunch of life. And there's some Goblin Bombardment action. 1 to our face. And Blasphemous Act takes down everyone's creatures except ours. Go to combat. Finish off GVR. Use the Built-to-Smash. So, Queen Marchesa, GVR going down to combat damage, and we get all of our spells back at the end step. 1 down, 2 to go. Animar really has a lot of lands. Take them 5 lands to get their commander back, but after that, they can probably start getting pretty wild. Here comes that Consecrated Sphinx once again. Okie dokie. We can Build a Smash and Fall of the Hammer to get rid of it, but they are going to get some card draw. I'm just going to give a Spirit to the Animar. Oh, that's a Peregrine Drake. That's a bad one. We're tapped out right now. We will want to get rid of that also. Could really use a land off the top. Well, it's going to get to untap 5 lands. Yep. Now they can get their commander if they want to. Seems pretty bad. Yep, here comes Yarok. All right. Well, there's a lot of things that need to get shot, and we only have so much removal in play, so that is unfortunate. Losing that Chrome Mox and that Sword of the Animus hurt pretty badly. There's a land, finally. Opponent's going to get to draw 2 cards. Yep. Play the land. Okay, I know what we're going to do this turn. We're going to try to double Fall of the Hammer, I think is what we're doing. Who scares me more? Yarok or Animar? Yarok is on a slower start. Animar has more mana, I think. So I think we're going to swing over to Animar. 2 open mana is a bit scary, though. Swing Feather into Animar. Play Built to Smash on Feather. Get the Feather trigger. Feather's now a 6/7. Try Fall of the Hammer on Consecrated Sphinx. Consecrated Sphinx down. Perfect. Opponent didn't have interaction for it. Animar is usually mostly creatures in that deck. It's usually like 30 or 40 creatures. So not tons and tons of interaction from my experience. So we get in for 6. Opponent goes down to 29. And end step, let our stuff come back. Here comes Built to Smash. And here comes Fall of the Hammer. So while Feather is still pumped up, we're going to Fall of the Hammer on Yarok. Fall of the Hammer doing some work. I have vastly underestimated the power of Fall of the Hammer. That is repeatable removal. And it is doing wonders right now. So Yarok down. Opponent going to make a Spirit. Icefall Regent. Oh, that's a bad one. When it enters the battlefield, tap target creature and opponent controls. That creature doesn't untap during that untap step for as long as you control Icefall Regent. Spells your opponents cast that target Icefall Regent cost 2 more. Oh, that's a Fall of the Hammer target. Yep, gonna keep Feather from untapping. Sad face. So getting a little bit of interaction out of our opponents finally. It's not great for us. Really would have liked to have found like a Champion's Helm or something. Here comes Sylvan Caryatid. That one we cannot shoot with Fall of the Hammer because of the hexproof. Makes me sad. Opponent gonna send 2 spirits our way. Yep. Spirits coming in down to 31. And Fall of the Hammer comes back to our hand. Let's see what Yarok's got. Oh, that's an Overburden. Whenever opponent puts a non-token creature onto the battlefield, that player returns a land they control their owner's hand. Well, there's like 6 creatures in our deck, so that's actually not that bad for us. As long as Feather stays in play, we're in good shape. Really nasty against go-wide decks, though. That's super punishing against Animar. Oh, here comes a Mana War. All right. This is actually going to hurt a bit. Overburden will trigger. Okay, yep. Opponent's going to target our Feather with the Mana War. That makes me a little bit sad. Opponent will have to bounce a land, though. We might bounce our Scry land. Get a free Scry if we can. So Feather back to our hand. At least it'll come in on tap when we cast it. But that is a lot of mana to be given away right here. Wouldn't mind seeing a board wipe. It's going to be back to our turn. There's a Chaos Warp. That's something. We're now free of the Icefall Regent, so I guess that's not too bad. I think we're just on the recast Feather plan. Overburden will trigger. And we'll return the Temple. Play the Temple. Get a Scry. Dawn Charm. Dawn Charm is protection. Counter target spells that targets us. Prevent all damage that would be dealt this turn. Animar may try to get there with damage. I'm not sure. If Animar just gets really big, that's helpful. But I don't know. We have we already have Sheltering Light. I'm going to put this to the bottom. Really need to find a card draw card. Icefall Regent costs 2 more to target it right now, so Fall of the Hammer is not an option. We'll see what Yarok's got going. I'll probably save the Fall of the Hammer for them. Here comes Animar back to play. Yep. What's interesting is opponents know 3 of the cards in our hand right now, which is kind of a weird place to be. They don't know Chaos Warp, and they don't know Insult to Injury. Ooh, that's an Oracle of Moldiah. That is probably one worth Fall of the Hammering on. Into play it comes. Overburden will trigger. They've got a Selvala on top of their library. Yeah, Animar's looking scary. Just going to go ahead and... Ooh, Overburden with Oracle is pretty good. So just going to go ahead and shoot this Oracle right now. So Oracle of Moldiah down. Fall of the Hammer into the Exile Zone. We'll come back later. Opponent will have to bounce a land. Didn't see if they already played a land, but we know that there's a Selvala on top of their deck, which is kind of bad news. Opponent bounces the land. Replays the Halimar Depths. Gets to take a look at the top 3. Puts them back in any order, so Selvala may not be the card. Still good, though, but it is Fall of the Hammer bait. Icefall Regent our way. I'm actually okay with that because that means the opponent's going to be tapped out. Cool. That means we can swing back. Yeah, I'm fine with that. On the off chance, if we got like Brute Force off the top of our deck, we could kill Animar. Follow the Hammer, coming back to our hand. Here comes Dreamstalker. Uh-oh. Overburden will trigger. Ooh, opponent's going to make 3 mana with the Gaia's Cradle. That's getting scary now. Do they bounce the Gaia's Cradle? Oh, they can do it with the Overburden. Ooh. Alright, Yarok looking scarier. Everyone's looking scary now. Yep, they return the Man of War. Here comes the Man of War. Overburden will trigger again. Bouncing Feather. That's not good. Yeah, this is where we need a board wipe. Kind of wish we had the Hour of Rev now. Brings it back to our turn. There's a land. Play the land. Recast Feather. Overburden will trigger. Ooh, do we need another scry? We can scry with Sheltering Light as long as we don't get blown out right here, so I'll just go for a basic land. We've got Chaos Warp up. We've got Fall of the Hammer up. We've also got Sheltering Light up. Animar still just has a lot of lands. But the more creatures they play, the further behind it'll set them. That's a Champion of Lambholt. That's a good one. Overburden will trigger. Opponent's going to crack a fetch. Loses some life. Here comes a Bloom Tender. That'll put a counter on Animar. Overburden will trigger. Puts a counter on the Champion of Lambholt. See if opponent tries to go for it right here. Here comes Sylvala. Yep, could you definitely use a board wipe now. Overburden will trigger. Champion of Lambholt gets another counter on it. Animar kind of a problem now. Now everything's got 4 cost reduction. They can do a lot. Gonna stop right there. Animar gonna swing into the Yarok. I'm down for that. Gets in for 5 commander damage. Puts him to 8 total and down to 25. And opponent passes right there. Animar's got 7 cards in hand. That's so many. And there's a lot of stuff that needs to get blown up on Animar's board, unfortunately. Did I put Past and Flames in this deck? I'm going to take a little... Here's a quick peek at the deck list, by the way. We did get Past and Flames in here. That would not be the worst thing, although we are tight on mana, so that's a thing. Blasphemous Act gone. Austere Command is still a card. That's one that could do a lot for us. But even Sulphurous Blast and Volcanic Fallout, I think, would get quite a few things. Sulphurous Blast definitely would at 3. Yeah, 3 would kill a lot of stuff. 2, not as many. Gets a lot of tokens, but gets the Bloom Tender. Not as many high-priority targets. Here comes Yarok back to play. Oh, that's 2 Overburden triggers. It's not amazing. And a Sylvala trigger. They don't get to draw, though. I mean, we should probably fall a hammer on the Man of War, although the Man of War is good against the other stuff. Should probably also Chaos Warp the Gaia's Cradle. Or maybe we just kill them and take our chances with Animar? They're at 25? I don't know if we have 25. We have 0 commander damage on them. We probably don't have 25. Although, well, we don't have unblockable either, so they have 2 flying blockers. Yeah, we'll just see what happens. Gonna stay put for now. Yeah, Overburden. Seems pretty good with Gaia's Cradle. I've already played a land, though, so I guess they can't do it again. Ooh, opponent just Overburdens 2 lands. All right. Oh, yeah, it has to be lands. Right. Okay. Opponent's second main phase, we should follow the hammer something. Sylvala, probably. Champion of Lambholt. Probably Champion of Lambholt. That one seems like a really big problem. Follow the hammer on Champion. Opponent's got responses. Oh, they're going to Draining Welk. Well, follow the hammer down. Well, glad I know about that now. Yep, Draining Welk pretty good when Animar's got a bunch of counters on it. And Animar probably needs to get bounced more than anything. Ooh, that's Sylvala trigger. Okay, Draining Welk isn't that big, but now opponent's got some stuff. Overburden trigger. Ooh, Overburden triggers twice. Nice. Sad face. Fall the hammer down. Did so much work. Champion of Lambholt now a 4/4. Pretty scary. Opponent bounces a bunch of lands. We're gonna scry with Feather. It's a land. It's a double strike land. That's a thing. I think we need a board wipe more than we need anything. Do we scry on our upkeep? That's a question. I think the answer is probably. So play Sheltering Light. That's a Swords to Plowshares. That is extremely helpful. So keep that on top. I really want to attack, but we're not really in a position. We can't, like, if we attack someone, then they'll probably turn on us. Don't love what that means. So I think we chill. Which makes me super, super sad. Because if we let Animar just try to go wild, they'll have to keep bouncing lands. And I think that's how we get them to lose. Here comes the Halimar Depths. Yep. Opponent's going to go straight to attacks. Send 3 tokens our way. Okay. This isn't lethal, though. We could Swords or Chaos Warp the champion, but I don't think it's worth it for the 3 damage right here. So we go down to 22. Bloom Tender will trigger. Opponent's going to use Bloom Tender to get themselves some mana. That's a Platinum Empyrean. We've got an answer for that. Well, the problem is we need to answer a lot of things. Hoping Yarok will do some of that for us. So there's 2 Overburden triggers. There's a Selvala trigger. Opponent will get to draw with Selvala. Yep. Opponent going to stop right there. Overburden really costly to them. Discard some lands. Unfortunately, none of our removal is repeatable at this moment. 4 mana off the Gaia's Cradle. Yep. Opponent will die to Animar next turn, though, if they don't do something. Here's a Soul of the Harvest. Overburden will trigger. Selvala will trigger. I'm going to go ahead and Swords the Platinum Empyrean right now. Opponent will gain some life. So opponent goes back up to 34. Overburden triggers twice. Opponent replays their Gaia's Cradle. Here comes Springbloom Druid. Get themselves a land. They'll get themselves 2 lands. They'll get 2 Overburden triggers, 2 Soul of the Harvest triggers. This is a tricky spot to be right here because Animar will kill Yarok if we let them. But Animar will also have the ability to do a lot of things, and we don't have removal for everything that they're doing. I think the plan is going to be to just scry our way to something that matters. A lot of triggers going on this deck. Selvala, Springbloom Druid twice, Overburden twice, Soul of the Harvest twice. Opponent's really low on lands, that Overburden getting them. If we can play a creature board wipe, they're going to be in trouble. It looks like they get some swamps right there. Oh, that's Cloudstone Curio. That's a big problem. That's going to need to get shot, I think. Unless they just die. Opponent's going to give us the Spirit. Cool. Opponent's out of mana, so I think we can let it go for like 1 second. No attacks for opponent. We're going to cast Sheltering Light, scry one time. It's a Return to Dust. Return to Dust gets rid of Overburden and Cloudstone Curio. Overburden I actually don't care about. Cloudstone Curio is an issue, but not if Feather kills them. So I think we're putting it to the bottom. I think we're putting that to the bottom. Really just looking for the creature board wipe. We can Chaos Warp something. Oh, man. We really need to save it for Animar, though. Yeah, that kind of hurts. I kind of wish we don't like giving that mana up right there, especially how far we are behind on mana. But Sheltering Light comes back at the end. I'm going to scry on our upkeep. There's a Mox Opal. We do not have Metalcraft. Definitely put that to the bottom. Maybe one that can come out. We really don't have that many artifacts in the deck. It's a land. Play the land. Yeah, I think still no attacks on our side. We can't really break through or do much of anything, so just going to stay put. Hope to let Animar kill the Yarok, and then try to Chaos Warp them and really kind of get them off kilter. Problem is, opponent's not that far away from killing us with the rest of the stuff they have on board. Opponent's going to combat. Oh, let's see what they're doing. All right, opponent going to do some attacking. They're going to get us for about 1/3 of our life right here. So Animar into the Yarok, and Champion of Lamholt and some tokens our way. Oh, yep, we all miscalculated because Soul of the Harvest is able to block Animar. Soul of the Harvest down. Means that we might have to shoot Cloudstone Curio. Main phase, we're going to Sheltering Light on Feather. Get a scry. Defiant Strike is reasonable. That's card draw. We'll keep that right where it is. Don't know how much time we'll necessarily get to use it, but I think we need a Chaos Warp on the Cloudstone Curio, which does make me sad. Opponent gets a land. They get a Nykthos. That's not the best. Guess it's better than the Cloudstone Curio, though. Sheltering Light coming back. Here comes a Wood Elves. Bunch of triggers going on the stack. So 2 Overburden triggers, 2 Wood Elf triggers. Opponent uses Nykthos to make some blue mana. Is this the Rift? Opponent's going to give us the Spirit. Selvala triggers. Orb of Dreams. Permanents enter the battlefield tapped. Oh my. Huh. That is not a card that I've seen before. Wow. No attacks for opponent, and that'll bring it back to our turn. Draw the Defiant Strike. Play the Defiant Strike. Get some card draw going. We draw a Sun Titan. How much is that actually? Ooh, that gets us a Sword of the Animist. How much stuff can we actually sit on this turn? 4, 5, 6. We would tap out for Sun Titan. We have no fetches. We get 1 back on Chrome Mox. Sun Titan probably won't be able to attack. I mean, there's two targets for Sun Titan. Chrome Mox and Sword of the Animist. Both are okay, but none. I think we're better off just trying to Defiant Strike a couple times. I think that is the play right here. Can't really attack very well. Yeah, we need to block. Yeah, we definitely need to block. Well, Champion of Lamholt's still in play. It's not amazing. Animar may be able to kill us both. Having to Chaos Warp the Cloudstone Curio was a pretty big problem. So Defiant Strike comes back. Have to see if we can Defiant Strike our way into it to Fairy's Protection. Wouldn't mind that Dawn Charm now. Opponent's going to play Halimar Depths. Maybe we should have attacked last turn. Yeah, because we could have built the smash, and we could have used, like, Insult to Injury, Defiant Strike. But I don't think we have enough. Yeah, right now we're 1 damage short of just going for, like, a big Alpha Strike on Animar. Oh, that's Nylea. That's some trample. Animar's going to get bigger. Overburn triggers twice. Champion Lamholt, Selvala. Animar into the Yarok. And opponent going to send everything our way. All right, yep. So we are going to need to find something unless the Yarok opponent is sitting on a fog. Although they also have incentive to get rid of the Champion of Lamholt as well. Let's see if they've got anything for it. They do not. Looks like we're going to have to Defiant Strike. Hope to get lucky. It's a land. That's not going to help. Yeah, I knew we should have scryed first, but then the number of answers. We only had so much white mana, so we can't Teferi's Protection. Yep, we cannot block. Yep, down we go. And how close was anything of use? Can't tell. Yep. Okay, a few things. We got bounced a few times, and that's definitely painful. Maybe another spot of protection. Other thing, too, is I think we just need more lands, honestly. So, Mox Opal, we've got 11 artifacts. Mox Opal's not going to do it, so just bring a land back for that. Get a Clifftop Retreat, and we'll get a Flagstones. So the other thing I want just a bit more removal in the deck. We needed to find our way into another board wipe right there, and maybe we should have kept the Hour of Revelation from earlier. That would have just blew everything up, and we would have had a pretty good chance after that, I think, especially with the way people were bouncing all their lands. But one thing that we saw, Fall of the Hammer really did some work, so that card has been very, very good. Repeatable removal is good. And I don't know, maybe I scryed past some things that I should have kept in our quest to try to find lands and other stuff. I don't know, Valorous Stance is okay. It's never really wowed me that much, so I don't know, we'll get rid of Valorous Stance. I think Deafening Clarion is going to be a good pickup for this deck. It doesn't kill Feather, and we can give Feather lifelink, which seems pretty relevant, clear out a lot of the blocking. Maybe this deck just needs a Rogue's Passage also. Bring in a Rogue's Passage. Brings us back to 36 lands. I think this wants to be a higher land count deck also. A lot of people run like 33 lands or so, and Feather just always has a way to use more mana, so you just never want to run out of mana. Bring in a Light Up the Stage. And maybe instead of Light Up the Stage, we'll go for Commune with Lava. So I think all in all, one of the big problems we ran into is we just didn't catch lands. We didn't catch our card draw early enough was kind of the big issue. You do need to draw cards. The way that I have this deck set up is that it's meant to draw cards, and you can kind of get a lot of your cheap stuff into play, then refill and draw more cards. We didn't really do that, so I think that was the big problem. But overall, I thought it played decently. We gave ourselves a good chance, just didn't quite get what we needed when we needed it after the Vandal Blast got us pretty good. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, feel free to comment, like, or subscribe. Thank you for watching.